Newcastle, South Africa, November 9, 2025. Many residents had to be evacuated after several areas in KZN were flooded in the vicious rain and hailstorm that struck Newcastle on Sunday afternoon. Craig Botha of KwaZulu Private Ambulance Service described the scene as chaotic, with residents having to be rescued from their rooms amid rising floodwaters. Johan Pieters of the Newcastle Growth Coalition remarked that a Sunday evening will never be the same for the community of Newcastle after the devastating storm of November 9th. But as we know, the community of Newcastle, everyone stood together and assisted the SAPS, traffic, fire brigade and other organizations to ensure that affected residents received help. The KwaZulu-Natal Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs (KOGTA) has dispatched disaster management teams to Newcastle following a powerful storm that lashed the area on Sunday afternoon, causing widespread flooding and road closures. In a statement issued on Sunday evening, KOGTA confirmed that Mech Reverend Thulis Botha had acted swiftly in response to the storm. Mech Reverend Thulis Botha has swiftly dispatched disaster management teams to the Newcastle area, the department said.
Die goed is onder water.
Several parts of Newcastle's Central Business District, CBD, were inundated after the heavy downpour, with roads such as Aleph Street, Kirkland Street, Scott and Bird Street, Patterson and Allen Street, and the section of Allen Street near KFC reported to be severely affected. The department said assessments were underway to determine the full extent of the damage caused by the storm, while officials continued to monitor the situation closely. Mech Botha urged residents to prioritize safety and follow the guidance of emergency responders. We call on all residents in and around Newcastle to exercise extreme caution, especially when navigating roadways, and to heed the instructions of emergency personnel, Botha said. The South African Weather Service, SAWS, has warned of continued inclement weather across KwaZulu-Natal through Monday and Tuesday, including the possibility of more heavy rainfall. Authorities fear the worsening conditions could aggravate flooding in Newcastle and affect other parts of the province. This incoming weather system could exacerbate the current flooding situation in Newcastle and potentially impact other vulnerable areas across the province, the department noted. KOGTA said disaster management teams across KwaZulu-Natal remain on high alert and ready to respond rapidly to any new developments. Residents have been advised to avoid unnecessary travel and stay informed through official government communication channels. It added that there was also an electricity outage due to the flooding of various substations. It expected that the power would be restored by Monday morning. The municipality said all necessary resources have been mobilized to restore affected areas and ensure that essential services continue with minimal disruption. This weather event has disrupted daily life and prompted emergency responses from local authorities, with Mayor Zolani Dubé leading a delegation to assess the damage from Sunday's severe thunderstorm that impacted the municipality. Emergency services urged Newcastle residents and motorists to exercise caution on the roads following the storm. The municipality's disaster management and technical services teams are on the ground, working diligently to clear debris, restore essential services, and provide assistance to those in need. Affected areas include Ailoffe Street, Kirkland Street, Scott and Bird Street, Patterson and Allen Street, and Amcor Dam Road Umfolozi, which remains closed, the municipality said.
En ja, hy het lekker so lekker van.